Hey everyone, let's talk about Vatican City. It's tiny, the smallest country in the world, but don't let that fool you. This place is super important for Catholics everywhere. Right in the middle of Rome, the Vatican is like a symbol of faith for millions. It's amazing how they mix history and religion, old traditions with new ideas. I love taking people to see this place. It's truly special. But the Vatican is more than just a church. It's like a giant museum full of famous art and buildings. You've got the amazing St. Peter's Basilica and the beautiful Sistine Chapel. Trust me, it's a feast for the eyes. They also have museums with really old and valuable stuff, and the gardens are super peaceful, a nice break from the city. And get this, in 2025, the Vatican is having a big party, the Jubilee year. It happens every 25 years, and it's all about forgiveness, starting fresh and going on pilgrimages. People from all over come to Rome for this, looking for peace and a stronger connection to their faith. Come with me, let's explore the Vatican. We'll learn about its history, art, and why this Jubilee year in 2025 is such a big deal. Okay, you can't miss this, that huge dome you see in Rome, that's St. Peter's Basilica. This church is one of the most important for Catholics, and it shows how strong and impressive their faith is. When you walk into St. Peter's Square, you're surrounded by these huge columns designed by Bernini. It feels like they're welcoming you with open arms, and inside, wow, it's gigantic. Every little piece of this building is decorated with incredible detail, from the high ceilings to the fancy marble floors. Then there's Michelangelo's dome, a masterpiece of engineering. It's like it's trying to touch the sky, and right under it is the main altar where only the Pope can lead Mass. And it's right above St. Peter's tomb. But St. Peter's is more than just a church. It's full of art and history. You've got Michelangelo's emotional Pietà sculpture, Bernini's tall baldachin, and tombs of many popes. Every corner you turn, there's another amazing piece of art, another story from the past. Take your time when you're in St. Peter's. Feel the history, the importance of faith, and how art can make you feel inspired. You can't go to the Vatican and not see the Sistine Chapel. It's inside the Vatican museums, and it might not be that big, but trust me, it's home to one of the most amazing works of art ever. Michelangelo's paintings. When you walk in, you have to look up. Michelangelo painted the ceiling with stories from the Bible, the creation, Adam and Eve, Noah's Ark. It's like a giant comic book above you. The size and detail are incredible. It's hard to breathe because you're so amazed. For centuries, people have been coming here to admire these paintings and think about their meaning. But wait, there's more. Don't forget the wall behind the altar. Michelangelo also painted the Last Judgment there. It's a powerful and emotional scene of Jesus coming back and deciding the fate of humanity. It makes you think about life and what's important. Standing in the Sistine Chapel, surrounded by Michelangelo's genius, you feel small, but also amazed. It's like art beating time, speaking to everyone, no matter who you are. The Vatican museums are proof that the Catholic Church has always loved and supported art. They have one of the biggest and most impressive art collections in the world. It's like taking a trip through time, looking at art from different centuries. They have everything. Old Egyptian stuff, famous Renaissance paintings and sculptures. You'll see sculptures by Bernini and Michelangelo, paintings by Raphael and Caravaggio, and tapestries made in the best workshops in Europe. One of the best parts is Raphael's rooms. These rooms used to be part of the Pope's apartment, and they're covered in Raphael's paintings. You can see how amazingly he painted, especially how he made things look 3D on a flat wall. The School of Athens painting is super famous, showing all these important philosophers and scientists. Make sure you have enough time for the Vatican museums. You'll need at least a few hours to see everything. It's like a journey through art history, showing how creative humans can be and reminding us that beauty is powerful. Okay, time for some peace and quiet. Let's escape the crowds and head to the Vatican Gardens. These gardens are huge, taking up more than half of Vatican City, and they're the perfect place to relax after a busy day in Rome. Walk along the shady paths, look at the beautiful flowers and discover hidden grottos and fountains. These gardens show how much humans want to create beauty and find peace, even in the middle of chaos. The Vatican gardens are also home to all sorts of plants and animals, some of them rare. Keep an eye out for peacocks. They love to strut around the gardens. Whether you want to think quietly or just get away from the crowds, the Vatican gardens are a breath of fresh air, a chance to reconnect with nature. Underneath the impressive St. Peter's Basilica, there's a whole hidden world of old tombs and early Christian history, the Vatican necropolis. This archaeological site is fascinating. It shows you what life was like for the first Christians and how the basilica came to be. You go down into the cool darkness and walk through narrow passages with tombs on either side. This used to be a burial ground during Roman times, and among the simple graves, they think they've found the tomb of St. Peter himself. They haven't uncovered all of the necropolis yet, but what they have found reminds us of the first Christians who lived and died in Rome. Walking among their tombs is a humbling experience. You feel connected to the very beginning of Christianity. Visiting the Vatican necropolis is like traveling back in time. It's a place where history and faith come together, a truly moving experience. Get ready, because 2025 is a big year for the Catholic Church. It's the Jubilee year. This special event happens every 25 years, and it's all about forgiveness, new beginnings, and pilgrimages. Millions of people will come to Rome for this once-in-a-lifetime event. The Jubilee year is a time for Catholics to think about their faith, ask for forgiveness, and strengthen their relationship with God. It's a time for pilgrimage, to travel to Rome and walk through the Holy Door at St. Peter's Basilica. This symbolizes leaving the past behind and starting fresh. Throughout the year, the Vatican will have lots of events and celebrations, like special church services, processions, and art shows. It's a time for the Catholic Church to welcome everyone, share its message of hope and love, and inspire people to live with faith and help others. The Jubilee year reminds us that no matter how far we stray from our faith, God's mercy and love are always there for us. It's a time for new beginnings, hope, and a renewed faith. There's something extra special happening during the Jubilee year in 2025. They're making Blessed Carlo Acutis a saint. This Italian teenager died in 2006 when he was only 15, but he's considered a modern-day saint, especially for young people today. Carlo loved his faith and was really good with computers and the internet. He used his skills to tell others about his faith. He made websites and online resources about the gospel, especially focusing on Eucharistic miracles. He knew technology could be a powerful tool to share his beliefs, a way to reach people wherever they were. Carlo's story is inspiring. It shows us that anyone can be holy, even in today's busy world. He's a great example for young people, proving that you can live with faith and make a difference, even when you're young. Making him a saint during the Jubilee year shows that the Church knows how important it is to connect with young people and use technology to share the gospel. In 2025, all eyes will be on the Vatican, a shining example of faith and culture, welcoming millions of pilgrims and visitors from all over the world. The Jubilee year reminds us of the lasting impact of the Catholic Church and its message of hope, forgiveness, and love. From the grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica to the peacefulness of the Vatican Gardens, the Vatican offers a truly special and unforgettable experience. Whether you're looking for spiritual comfort, artistic inspiration, or just a glimpse into the past, the Vatican has something for everyone. As you leave the Vatican and head back into the busy streets of Rome, take the spirit of the Jubilee year with you, a spirit of renewal, hope, and the enduring power of faith to inspire and change lives.